Well, it took 5 tries, but finally the Huskers were able to capture a regional championship at Bolin Stadium, and boy, was it worth the wait. The Huskers fought through nearly 2.5 hours of rain delays, but that didn't hurt a scorching hot offense. Nebraska played 5 runs in the 5th, 4 in the 6th to outlast Stanford 10-5 yesterday. The Huskers took an unusual route to the Super Regionals, but Rhonda Revelle will take it.
It got almost comical in that final rain delay because that's how our travel's been all year. We've just stop and start, reroute. We've been at the Omaha airport, and then we drive a bus to Purdue because we got to get there for tomorrow's game. I mean, on and on and on and on and on. I was laughing a lot because we had comedy acts going on.
So the Huskers are 2 wins away from the College World Series in Oklahoma City. Big Red has to do it on the road, though, in Eugene, Oregon, against the 3rd overall ranked Ducks. The best-of-3 series begins on Saturday. In Creighton's final year in the Missouri Valley Conference, the Jays placed 4 on the all-conference team. But there was one left off that list, Mike Gerber, and it wasn't his fault. The center fielder has been recovering from an emergency appendectomy, and his return couldn't come at a better time. The Jays are squarely on the bubble as far as making an NCAA appearance, but unlike the past 2 years, Creighton may not need to win the MVC tournament outright.
I think we stand up in position if we win a couple games to have a real good shot. Now, obviously, I believe if we got to the championship game on Saturday, that we would definitely be in. But there's a lot of work to be done in order for that to happen. But I think if we can win at least a couple, we'll have an opportunity.
Indiana State will throw its ace Sean Mania tomorrow morning, but the chatter around the Sycamores is that the future first-round draft pick is dealing with a hip issue and could miss the start against Creighton. Meanwhile, Storm Chasers back at Warner Park hosting the Tucson Padres. And check out the mustache on this guy. He gets a point just for showing up looking like that. Max Ramirez gets a point for this single back up the middle to get the 2nd inning started for the Chasers. 2 batters later, Mr. Mustache takes the point advantage back with a little strikeout of Chad Tracy. He's upset that he can't grow a mustache. Next up, it's Adam Moore. He crushes this pitch to straightaway center field. Chasers take the lead on the scoreboard and against Mr. Mustache. These two coming up, they're discussing if they want to ride the Ferris wheel and left. Chasers, meanwhile, hit 4 home runs to come back from a 4-run deficit, the largest of the season, to win 11-8 is the final. To the big club, Jeremy Guthrie gives up 6 runs on 8 hits and 5 innings on the hill for the Royals. Not a good start, but he gets some help from ex-Husker Alex Gordon. Check out this perfect throw from left field. He guns down the runner at home. Great play, but the Royals lose 6-5. McPike is crying. The Astros win this one, and the Royals fall below 500 for the first time since starting the season at 0-2. We'll be right back. Creighton matched up with Indiana State in Game 1 of the MVC tournament. It was supposed to be a battle between club aces. The Sycamore Sean Mania threw 2 warm-up pitches and then came out with a hip injury, while the Jays' Tommy Struntz saw the bench after walking 5 batters. But this game didn't lack in the drama department. Pick this one up in the bottom of the 6th. The Jays trailing 2-zip. Alex Staley has the bases juiced, and he gets the job done. The senior puts a sacrifice fly to deep left field. That'll bring in a run, but that's all Creighton can do is play just 1 run. Staley had 2 other opportunities to drive in runs, but can't. He finished 1 for 4 from the dish. Same score now, top of the 8th. Mark Winkleman gives up not 1, but 2 home runs in the frame coming into the game. Indiana State's lineup totaled 9 home runs on the year. They get 2 there in the 8th. Creighton never could quite get that clutch hit until the 9th. Bases loaded for Mike Gerber. He drives in his first 2 runs in over a month to make it 4-3 Sycamores. But the Jays can't complete the comeback as they fall 4-3 to Indiana State. Not a good day for Ed Service baseball. The Jays strand 11 runners. The execution simply not there for Creighton. They're down to the elimination game tomorrow morning against Wichita State. Loser goes home. Meanwhile, Kyle Kubat will make the start for Nebraska tomorrow in the Big Ten Conference opener against Michigan. Kubat carries a 2.15 ERA this season. His career record is 9-1. That only loss came last year, and you guessed it, the Big Ten Conference opener. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City Thunder basketball star Kevin Durant pledged a $1 million donation to the Red Cross in order to help relief efforts to yesterday's tornado that ripped through Moore, Oklahoma. You too can help. at Werner Park. The Omaha Storm Chasers have a silent auction at all remaining games tomorrow and Thursday with merchandise from the Storm Chasers, the Royals, and other items from the MLB. All proceeds will go straight to more. So let's go straight to Werner tonight. It was a beautiful evening for a little baseball. Chasers and the Tucson Padres. Justin Marks on the bump for the Chasers. 7 innings, 2 earned runs, and 4 strikeouts. Not a bad little night, but that means, not much scoring, guys. And when that happens, the ADD kicks in for the kids. Same goes for Clayton Richard. 2 runs in 6 innings. A nice little outing for the Padres starter as well. Did I mention it was a beautiful night for baseball? This one would take extra innings. Chasers wind up on the wrong side of a 5-2 final. However, it's a beautiful night at Werner Park. Hey, now, look who it is. It's David Lowe, the Royals. He's with the Royals these days. Bottom one. Check out the diving grab from Alex Gordon, former Husker, taking away extra bases from Jose Altuve, the Gold Glover, making it look all easy. No biggie. I'm just that good. Hey, there's that David Lowe guy again, and there goes a rocket into right. The former Storm Chaser is 1 for 4 with an RBI on the evening. The Royals would tie it up on a Mike Moustakas RBI in the 8th, then take a lead on a walk. The Royals score 2 in the 7th, 4 in the 8th. Right now, Casey leads 6-3 over the Astros. So the former Storm Chasers making an impact there for the Royals on this night at least.
Yeah, a lot of familiar names there, and let's hope Kubat gets a job done for the Huskers tomorrow.
Yeah, believe it or not, he's been the most steady starter for the Huskers this season. He missed the first 30 games of the year with shoulder injury, come in, and he's been rock solid.
Beautiful night for baseball.
Absolutely beautiful.
We'll be right back.
3 minutes.
Creighton's NCAA hopes took a hit yesterday, losing its Valley Tournament opener to Indiana State. The Jays were in a must-win situation this afternoon against Wichita State to keep its season alive. More bad pitching, starting pitching, forced the Jays bats to carry the load. Top 6, Jays down 7-3. Mike Gerber said he'd be ready for action this week, and after the long layoff last month, and he wasn't kidding, a solo home run for the junior cuts into that Shockers lead, but that would be it for the offense. The game belonged to A.J. Ladwig from right here at Millard West High School. He had it all working. Federico Castanini, one of his 8 strikeout victims on the day, still in there in the 9th. Ladwig gets Jordan Makovica to fly out to right. A complete game from the Omaha native, and Creighton falls 11-4, eliminated from the Valley Tournament, and their season may be over. Another Omaha product on the mound today, Kyle Kubat climbing the hill for the Huskers in the Big Ten tournament opener. Nebraska looking for a bit of revenge after losing 2 of 3 to Michigan over the weekend. Kubat just filthy. The southpaw took a no-hitter into the 7th with a 7-0 lead, and that's where we stand right now. Full highlights tonight at 10. Well, after the Chasers debut a few weeks ago, I thought I'd hold off until now. A great chat with the Chasers. I can play anywhere utility man Anthony Saratelli, who explains how he's trying to figure out how to break into social media.
I'm still trying to determine what I can take pictures of, like what people would like. I'm still figuring that one out. That one's a little more new to me. I also feel like it's a lot easier for women to have Instagram. They post a picture of them in a pretty dress, and everyone wants to see it.
No selfies for you, huh?
Yeah, no selfies for me. I can't post a selfie. People are like, what are you doing? It doesn't work the same for guys. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to get some followers on there. Maybe this will help. ARS1 at ARS1 Productions.
The full interview tonight at 10. Class A Boys State Golf Tournament, final round at Pioneers Golf Club in Lincoln. And it was a battle between 2 Creighton prepsters on the 18th. Ben Moshka birdies to force a playoff with his teammate, Carson Shockey. Feels like drama at Augusta down in Lincoln. Shockey 2 putts to win back-to-back individual state titles. The first time this has been done in Class A since 1964. Again, I think that's when Craig was in graduating high school. Prep also wins the team title over Lincoln Pius. 2 great golfers there. I'm just kidding, Craig.
No, you're right. I was born in that decade. That's for sure. Pretty close to that, too. Hey, great to see the Huskers doing well at Target Field. You've been there.
I have been. It's a beautiful ball.
After missing the first 33 games of the season because of injury, Kyle Kubat has been nothing short of phenomenal for the Huskers. 4-0 in 6 starts with wins over top 20 teams in Arkansas and Indiana. Kubat would be called on today as the Huskers were in must-win mode in the Big Ten tournament opener against Michigan. The southpaw pitching with a heavy heart today. His grandmother passed away earlier this week, and so many times we see performances like this on the field. Second inning, he finds 2 swingers to get out of the inning. Kubat was perfect through 3. He gives up a leadoff walk in the 4th. No big deal. He just dials up the strikeout pitch again. And then the Creighton Prep product finds himself a looker. Kyle Kubat, part of a no-hitter earlier this year against Arkansas. Could he do it again, but by himself? To the 7th, after a walk, Kubat painting the black. What a pitch. He's simply dominant in Minnesota. Very next batter, Kubat leaves one hanging, and that'll do it. The no-hit bid is broken up, but what a performance from Kyle Kubat. He could do nothing but smile about this one. 7 innings, 1 hit allowed, 6 strikeouts. Kubat leads the Huskers to an 11-2 victory, but all he can think about is his grandma.
It meant everything. I knew she would want me to be up here with my team and with my Husker family, and you know, getting a win, that one was for her. And Grandma, I love you, miss you, and hope you're watching.
Powerful stuff right there. Another phenomenal pitching performance in the Creighton game today, but it came from Wichita State. Millard West product A.J. Ladwig had the Jays off balance all afternoon. He gives up just 4 runs on 10 hits in a complete game for the Shockers. Creighton bounced from the Valley Tournament. 11-4 is the final. Well, rosters are very important when you go to a Storm Chasers game. AAA guys often on the move, up, down, all around. So in the latest installment of Chase and the Chasers, we get to know Anthony Seratelli. I did a little research on you. You just turned 30 a couple months ago. I turned 30 on Saturday. Getting a little worried about it. What's 30 like?
Well, I'm still running around playing the game like a kid every day, so I don't feel my age. I try not to act my age in a way. You know, we come out here, goof around, and always having a good time. I wouldn't worry too much about it, man. You look good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, speaking of, you've been here with the club for quite a while here in Omaha. You obviously like your time here. Has anyone ever said that you look like Enrique Iglesias?
No, I've never gotten that one. I did used to have long hair, and I had a little flavor saver, and I was referred to as Apollo Antonono. And it actually was that was a pretty good one. That's probably the only reference I ever got. But Enrique, no, but thank you, I guess.
Are you a big Twitter guy?
I'm trying to step up my Twitter game. You know, I'm not as good as some of the other guys on the team. Not as popular yet. I hope to be. I'm still trying to determine what I can take pictures of, like what people would like. I'm still figuring that one out. That one's a little more new to me. I also feel like it's a lot easier for women to have Instagram. They post a picture of them in a pretty dress, and everyone wants to see it.
No selfies for you, huh?
Yeah, no selfies for me. I can't post a selfie. People are like, what are you doing?
And I have no idea what a selfie is.
I have
on
actually
Instagram.
seen you post selfies on Facebook. A little snap
Instagram,
of Chase
at
right there.
Chase83, on Twitter, at Chase P. Williams.
There you go.
Seratelli, what a great personality, huh?
Yeah.
He's a good guy, a lot of fun, and those will be every Wednesday night at 10, Chase and the Chasers.